Hey guys, what's happening? It's the Tominator. So a while back I made a video on Roelly Winklaar and my opinion on his physique because it seemed at the time that there were a lot of people saying things about how they didn't like his flow or his proportions or his posing or what have you. Basically, a lot of comments were suggesting he was not aesthetic whatsoever or even ugly, and so I felt this warranted a video in his defense because, well, Roelly may not be the most aesthetic out there, certainly not in that classic sense. He's definitely got a lot going for him still and is easily one of the best bodybuilders competing today. And now that he seems to have gotten his midsection back in check and his conditioning is trending in the right direction, I've noticed that this type of criticism has largely died down. But there's another top bodybuilder catching a lot of questionable flack lately instead, and that is William Bonac. I've read numerous comments, not only on my own channel, but other videos circulating around YouTube, of people saying they don't like his physique or even that they don't understand what everybody sees in him. And once again, there seems to be this sentiment that his body is unappealing or it doesn't flow or it just looks plain ugly. So in this video, I'm going to break down Bonac's physique and explain to you guys what makes him so damn good. But first of all, let's acknowledge the criticisms. Almost every negative remark I've seen thus far has to do with his wide, blocky waistline and poor abdominal definition, or else his squat stature and somewhat squashed-looking torso. And these are valid complaints. He is a little thick through the waist and has almost no abs to speak of, even when he's completely diced like he was here at the Olympia in 2017. And just like Kai Greene, he's got that short torso combined with super low lats, which kinda throws off his proportions to a degree. These are all things I would agree with. Some people also claim he's too narrow, and this one comes across more as nitpicking in my opinion, however, as he is a shorter bodybuilder, so how much width do you realistically expect him to have? He's in like Lee Priest territory in terms of height after all. So the point is, he's already pretty short and stocky as it is, and if he were much wider, he'd start to resemble a square. So I really don't see this as valid criticism. But in any case, Bonac's major flaws, namely his midsection and squat stature, are overshadowed by a whole slew of strengths. Love him or hate him, you have to admit this guy's body parts and completeness factor are outstanding. Think about this. Aside from the midsection, he doesn't have a single weak body part, really. The calves are there, the forearms, the back, the upper arms, pecs, shoulders, everything is thickly developed and well balanced. The guy also brings arguably the best separation and roundness to the stage out of anyone these days, aside from maybe Phil Heath. So the conditioning and polish is there in spades. In terms of the wheels, he's right up there as well with the likes of Roden and Heath. These three, I'd say, have the best lower bodies of anyone currently competing, especially when you factor in the calves. Roelly comes close as well, though there's something still to be desired in Roelly's quads, which don't usually show the best separation and have always lacked in sweep. That's why I would have him just outside that top three in terms of total leg development. But Bonac has it all. His quads are huge and separated with great sweep, his calves are big and shapely, the glutes and hams are always full and dialed in, so he crushes most people there. In terms of the upper body, let's start with the arms. Now, stay with me here because what I'm about to say will probably sound a little outrageous, but William Bonac might very well have the best biceps in the IFBB right now. He's right up there with the best of them anyway. Now, I know there's a lot of top guys bringing the gun show these days, like Roelly and Big Ramy and Brandon Curry, and of course we can't forget about the former 7-time Mr. Olympia. And Bonac's biceps are certainly not as huge as these larger competitors, but they have something unique about them, which is that they are both round and full, and yet also peaky. I can't think of too many other bodybuilders in history who've exhibited this same effect. Lee Priest would be one other name that comes to mind where the biceps look round in one shot, but then freakishly peaked the next. See, Bonac's biceps look perfectly round in the front and back double, but put him in the most muscular and suddenly they are jutting out like Kai Greene's. He even manages to make the side triceps pose somehow equally about the biceps as it is about the triceps. Speaking of which, this is the best side triceps in the game right now, make no mistake about it. His execution is flawless in this one. And how about those forearms? Check that meaty slab of a brachioradialis, man. Only the likes of Phil and Roelly exceed him in this department. And of course, we can't forget about the back, perhaps his greatest asset. Just like Kai Greene or Lee Haney before him, Bonac is blessed with extremely low lat insertions, and you can see them tapering right down there, almost into the very base of his spine. So that's always going to help you maximize the available surface area for muscular development in a pose such as the back double biceps. He's got exceptional thickness and detail here throughout the mid and upper back as well. So now that Phil is likely out of the picture, at least for 2019, I can see Bonac beating just about everybody in this shot. So yeah, that's why William is such a great bodybuilder and what so many people see in him. Just to recap, he's got a highly complete physique, including some of the best arms, legs, and back in the business, fantastic roundness, separation, and overall conditioning, plus arguably the best back double biceps, side triceps, and most muscular poses to be seen today. Compared to his structural weaknesses, it's obvious that the positives outweigh the negatives when it comes to William Bonac. Alright, thanks for watching everyone, hope you enjoyed. Now this is obviously just my opinion, and if I sound a little biased, it's only because I'm trying to stick up for a guy who I feel is receiving too much criticism and disrespect as of late. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about Bonac's physique? And until next time, I'm the Tominator signing off, and I'll be back.